Hey, what's up, you guys? Virgo, how you doing? It's your turn. Um, I hope you don't mind. Before I get into this, I have some there's like a bunch of notes, and I thought it was fitting because I think it's Virgo, and note taking and such. And I have like a bunch. Interestingly enough, because I don't usually have like this much, but since it is this much, I hope you don't mind. I'm just gonna be reading it off real quick, and you just take from that what you will, when you will, and such. But then after this, we're going to be doing a general energy reading for you. Just going to get your current energy, um, challenges, blessings, and your outcome and advice. And I know it's not too much an issue because, it doesn't matter like the length of stuff, but I'm trying to work on better, getting more like succinct or sharper, more organized with my things, so I don't take as much time as I normally could. Whatever, it's not important right now. Either ways, let me give you this info. I wrote down Virgo. This is kind of stupid, and I think it's just because I'm like, maybe it's not, but I think it's just because I'm laying foundations with these first set of zodiacs. So sorry if any of this just it just already makes sense, and you don't need to hear it, but that's what I heard for you before I came here. I wrote get organized. I also heard organize your computer files. There was I was looking. There was a file in a folder, and I was looking for something, and I was like, maybe I think it's in this folder, but except for going to that folder, I was looking in like every other folder. So I was like, no, there's no way it can be in this one. I put it somewhere else, and then I came around to the end, and then I was like, oh yeah, it actually ended up being in that folder, and actually under my name too. So I could have found it so easily if I would have just gone off of my initial thought, I could have spent less time. I also read. Why am I saying read? I also wrote, before you begin this new journey, clean up your canvas or clean up your presentation. Sort of like, no, I told you I wasn't going to go into it. I'm just going to read it. So yeah, clean up your presentation. Organize your tools. Learning new skills, and excited about it. Sort of like an achievement unlocked sort of an energy, where it's like a new skill sort of unlocked sort of a thing that I was feeling and hearing. And then there were two songs I was hearing. First one was intentional. I keep forgetting who it's by. I have it in my songs. I know who it's by, but I keep just forgetting off the bat. So it's intentional. Some of the lyrics were like, all things are working for my good. He's intentional, never failing. And there was a bit of like a worry and anxiety kind of feeling that just was like a tiny bit just moving around in everybody. So maybe that's just for you, where it's like that song intentional is about everything has its purpose, everything has its reason. There's a freaking mosquito outside the window, and this window has its purpose, because if that thing was near my face, this car has a purpose, because if that thing was near my face, I would have been pissed right now. What else did I see? Some sort of a new fresh environment, like nice soil. I was feeling like soil, I was feeling like there was like some sort of nice environment, and I could feel it in my feet, like the soil was there's soil that can be packed and wet, and there can be soil that's dry as hell, and there's this soil that's really fresh to sit, to walk on. That's what I felt, like that fresh in the middle soil. And then the other song, I'm so sorry that I didn't mention, the other song was Spirit, Beyonce, and she's a Virgo. So I thought that was fitting for this, because I was hearing that, and then I listened to it, and then I really felt it. I was like, oh, you know what? This is for y'all. Especially because it was almost right before this. So either ways, that's kind of pretty much all of it. I didn't want to talk, because normally I would read it and then probably talk about every individual thing in between. And I'm trying my best to shorten that up, get a balance. But right now, that's just for you. I think I don't know. It's a lot of organization energy. So I hope any of that makes kind of sense. There you go. Anyways, how you doing today? I guess we're about to find out. We are going to be using the Prism Oracle to start off with the reading. It's and the sun is kind of dim, so I can't do my normal shiny thing. You know what? It's not going to work as well. Maybe I'm just being You know what? Maybe all the shine you need is within you. That's all the shine you need. I can't do it. It doesn't matter. Either ways, go check another reading for what I'm talking about. Either way, or see you next time when I'll see you in the sun. It doesn't matter. Either ways. We're going to be doing a reading with the Prism Oracle starting off to get general feelings and emotions. I find this deck to be really good with that kind of thing, like just getting like general overall feelings. You got the turn signal on. What are you turning, bud? Sorry. Oh, there's a whole ordeal going on behind me. And then we're going to be clarifying with the Light Seers Tarot. And then at the end, and if you are any sign behind Leo, I'm so sorry that you did not get this in this little thingy, but we're going to be, why do I keep talking about it? It's okay. It's all right. With lenormand towards the end for some extra clarification and just like advice towards the end. So let's start. Let's start while this, because the sun's not out. But let's start while the sun is illuminating at least most of this. Okay. Let's see. Let's start with your current energy with the Prism Oracle. What's going on with Virgo in the cards? Oh, there's a lot going on. There's a couple things going on. And you know what? There were two that came out, and I was, well, and then it disappeared. Okay, well, we will move with this one. Movement. Oh, man. This is like such an in-between energy right now because, like, it's either I'm in the dark or I just had a reading with Leo where I was in the sunlight. And that one was, I liked it because I was in the sunlight. I was like, nice. And then, like, I took a break, and it was quite a bit of a break, and now you can see I am in the dark. So, well, not in the dark, but you see what I mean? So, like, the cards aren't as vibrant as they would be. So sorry. But that is movement. And maybe I'm also looking at a dark screen, so it could just be my perception on that. So movement in your current energy. Making moves. I like that. This is definitely not, this hasn't been like the general energy, so you guys could be on your own sort of a wave right now, which makes sense because you're Virgo and that's like the hermit, and that's taking a step back, you know, and that's like that self-discovery sort of an energy, which is really nice. I love that energy for sure. For sure. I love that hermit energy. But right now you're in a space of movement, and it's a green card, so it feels like balance, and it's cool because green is like an earth color, earth sign energy. Movement, making moves, taking steps. That's definitely Virgo energy for sure. Taking steps. I heard something about taking steps before I came into this, but I forgot. I didn't write it down. That was my own fault. Writing is another thing. To remember to write. That's important. And it can be slipped away from so easily because it can be so boring, you know? But it can also be so fun. It's just hard to get that balance. Or not hard, but it can be a little difficult, you know what I'm saying? Let's see what your challenge is. Oh. Interesting. Another earth. This is such an earth feel right now. We are like literally in the dirt right now. Man, that would be so cool, but I just know like people would bother me. Like I know this light would be so cool right now, just people would bother me about it. Either ways, so sorry. Not people would bother me, but just like I would just like, in a sense, like naturally draw attention. You know what I'm saying? Because like it's a light, and I just don't. I need the peace and calm right now. But either ways, growth is your challenge. Interesting, because you have movement in your current. But growth is your challenge. So you're moving, but you're not growing. That's weird. And they're both like earth energies. So like it's really the spread is. I love the Prism Oracle so much, especially when I get into the signs, because like the way the colors work out, it really shows you what's going on with the sign energy. You know, so it's like, and just like an overall, like not completely of course, but like an overall. So like with this, like you guys are definitely in your energy for sure with that green being an earth sign. But your challenge being a green thing, it's probably not okay, because your challenge is something that you're probably naturally good at growing, of course. Like you're naturally good at succeeding and continuously. Every Virgo I know continuously succeeds and grows. Like that's in your DNA, which is like it's a great thing. So right now being your challenge could probably be a little frustrating. Well, we're gonna see what that's about. We're gonna see what that's about, because maybe there's a reason for that, and we'll see with that in the light series real quick. So. What is what is your blessing? Let's get your blessings. And if another green card comes out, I swear to God. Oh! Take me away. What's who is that? Either ways, what are we talking about? Your blessing. Balance. Another freaking green card. What's Y'all got me smiling right now, and okay, I'm gonna try not to get too excited about this because my fire can just bloom everywhere, and I need to remember that. But I mean, I have a personal love for Virgos for sure, and the way they all are pulling out all these green. First of all, green's like my favorite color, so like it's just like a bit of a bias, but it's not the initial bias. It's like an underlying root bias, but the initial bias is just because Virgo is just like a cool sign to me. And I like definitely personally think like, you know, the coolest, the sexiest for sure. The sexiest for sure. But like, just like, I don't know. It's sexy that y'all are pulling out this green. It really is showing me that y'all are in your energy. So the blessing you have with balance is balance and movement. It's like you're making steady steps. And that could be a good thing because there might be a lack of growth, maybe, I'm seeing. But you're staying at least in the same spot, and you know, moving, maybe not being able to move that much forward might be a little frustrating, of course, because like success is you know, like not success, but just like, you know, self success is like a nice thing, and wanting to move forward could be fun, but like being stuck in the not being stuck, but what I'm trying to say is it's better to be where you are than go back, at least. You know, and you're not going backwards. You're sort of just taking the tortoise in the hare. You know, you're not exactly that slow, of course, but that thing got to the finish line and did not, you know, it did not miss a step, and I think that's what that's about. And that's and the balance, wow, real balance. And I wish I could show you this whole. I mean, I can, but I mean, I just showed you the last two. I showed you, you know, they're all green. But if you, I wish you could see it. It just looks really nice all together. Maybe you're feeling put together just a bit. I like that. Let's see what the outcome is. It's not gonna be a green card, but it's just like, what if it's a green card? You know what I'm saying? Okay. I mean, what is your outcome? There's just no way. There is no way. But and this one, it's something I wanted to say a second ago too. Excuse me, I'm sorry. It's something I wanted to say a second ago too, but I like was stopping myself from saying because I was like, no way, because I was like, it just doesn't, like, I don't know. It was like, it felt like it was too much. But I was like something about Virgos and something about like the way you guys push hard and the way it's like success is the only option. I was gonna be like, yeah, success is the only option. And I was like, no, too much. Let me just tone it down. And then I flipped, and then you got success. And like, you can't, man, this card in the daylight be a different story, but it's still the same story, great story, you know? Success in your outcome. I mean, that's really just sinking in now, and that's another thing too with Virgo. I like to talk about this a lot. People don't realize because they think, because Virgo is an earth sign, but the way that things are categorized, signs can have different like elements to it. So like you think about how Aries is a cardinal sign, right? So Aries, first of all, is a fire sign, but it's also a cardinal sign. So think about that intersectionality. That's a fun word. I like that I use my sister, my family, that one, because I say that because like that's, I don't know, that's where I get a lot of my like inspiration, vernacular, like, you know, my roots and all that. But anyways, what I was saying was that intersectionality of like, you know, Aries is fire, but cardinal is also fire. So Aries being a cardinal sign makes it a fire. Well, Virgo, I believe, is mutable. Yeah, because Virgo Pisces. Yeah, Virgo is mutable. So mutable being a water element makes Virgo an earth water sign. So think about like I just said, the soil being fresh. Think about how, and like I was just saying, how like the way I felt. And this was before the cards too. It was like how I was feeling was like I wasn't standing in like dry land, and I wasn't standing in like you know when the ground can be overpacked with water, and that shit's like you're slapping the ground. This is somewhere in the middle where like the soil is like literally just like it's fresh and it's watered just right, and that's like almost temperance energy to me. and it's watered just right. And temperance is Sagittarius, which is the opposite of Gemini. Not what I was talking about. I was thinking, I don't know why I think it was Sagittarius right now. So I think Sagittarius and Gemini are also mutable. But either way, it's something about that mutable energy, I think, probably. Either way, it's success. Sorry about that long intro for success. That's awesome. And your outcome? Whoa, so it's like green and orange. It almost looks like Apple Jacks right now. That's a good ass cereal. I don't know if y'all ever, either ways. Movement, balance, growth, and success. If growth wasn't in the challenge area, you guys would just literally have a perfect spread. You guys have growth, balance, movement, and success. What's going on with y'all? I don't even know if I can really truly like grasp the feeling of it right now, but I know it's something that's big. Maybe we'll grasp it more when I get into it. Let's get into this because we're about 15 minutes in, so that's about right. Rest. Oh, another green card. I didn't mean to be out of breath when I said that, but it's just like, thank you, Lord. You know what I'm saying? Thank you, Lord. That's so cool. It's so cool to have that much that much of a confirmation that, because first of all, I don't know, it makes me a bit happy. I mean, I feel like Spirit is, I don't know. It's a lot of cool things. It's a lot of cool things. Let's get into the clarification. Clarification. I don't know. I'm trying to do like a French. I can't do French. Clarification. That's not really for me. So we're gonna move on. All right. So clarification. Let's see. We started with movement right now in your current. What do we have? Movement. We're doing the light seer tarot. What do we have with movement? Uh-oh. Got about the whole deck that flew out. So. Another thing I was hearing was you might have found just the perfect spot. I don't know what that means, but I know that I have been... Is it getting dark? Oh man, it kind of is. I'm so sorry, guys. I've been filming in this car just a bit, and this is my sister's. I have a little bit of a weird holder spot in my car, so you can hold my phone in a good way, which is nice. But here it's just, there's one spot I can hold it. It's just a little bit of a weird spot, and other than that, there's nothing else. So it's like 0 to 100. I don't know. So I found just, and it's funny because I was 0 to 100. It's either there's no spot, or I can put it up in a weird spot. And I didn't like that as much, but this is just the right about a 50% balance that I could have wanted. And I feel like you guys are probably either finding that, or you're in that, or yeah, I feel like you guys are finding that for sure. Like you're finding the right balance of something. Let's see what's up. In the current, we have movement. What's going on with that? Uh-oh. When they fly out, the only issue with it is that this is so dark down here that my hands are just like, I'm like Velma with her glasses. Like these things are gone when they fly down there. With movement, you have justice. Wow. I'm holding that right? I don't know. Yeah. Movement and justice. Wow. I do like that. Balance, because we're still talking about balance. So with justice, that's Libra too. With Libra energy, and with justice, it's cool too, because justice is like black and white. So you think you mix black and white, it's like gray. I like to think that because black and white's like in the middle, and green is in the middle of the rainbow too. So green is also that balanced color. So I think green and gray are like pretty similar. Green is to gray in that like green is to gray, as like, you know, red would be to black, and then like purple would be to white. I don't know if like the black. I don't know if this is even important, but what I'm saying is there's a balance being reached. I mean, purple, diamond, is red and blue and green. I'm sorry, not purple. Green, gray, red, black, blue, white. Those are the correlations. I'm sorry about this information. Maybe this information is helpful or anything, but like, what I'm saying is your balance. Let me get some more on that real quick. The Two of Swords with movement. Okay, so you could have reached some balance in like some sort of a decision, and now you're finally moving somewhere. Okay. Why is growth in your challenge? I guess I can not forget. Why is growth in your challenge? We have the it's in the abyss. We have the Ten of Wands. Growth in the Ten of Wands, and then we also have the Ten of Pentacles. Holy shit. Both tens. Like the opposite ends of the spectrum too. So like almost to some people like the worst of the tens, and then also other people like this is the best of the tens, you know? Or the cups, but like it depends on your perspective. And like there's a sword too, but it depends on your perspective. But like these are like, you know, the good and the bad in a sense, because they have their balance, of course. So it's almost like with growth, the Ten of Wands and the Ten of Pentacles. Whew. Family burden. Some sort of a family burden. Some sort of a with the Ten of Pentacles, I think of ancestry as well. And I just hit another card. What is it? The Sun. The Sun. Maybe your son. Maybe you have a son, but also maybe it could be a Leo. With that astrological correlation, it could be a Leo. It could also be just something you're very clear about, something you're very sure about. And maybe it's like also with the Sun, and I remember there's a child in the Rider's Waite Tarot I'm thinking about. Maybe it's something in your childhood that's like a burden to you, and it's stopping a bit of your growth right now. Right now I'm looking at another card and there's some security alarm. So maybe there's some sort of like security issue where like your childhood you've had some sort of a security issue, and that's caused a major burden on your family now, and like there could be some sort of a vision for what you want your family to be, and it's just stunting that growth a little bit because the way you've always made it out, or the way you've always just been, is not the reflection of what you want to be. You know what I'm saying? And so it's just hard getting through that growth. It's like a bit of a stunt. I'm so sorry. That's never fun. I'm so sorry. We have the Empress, so it could have been, we have the Empress and we have the Sun, so it could be a mother-son sort of a relationship thing going on too. This is very interesting, and I say that too, and I'm literally looking at one of my friends who's pregnant, and she's gonna have a son, so that's so cute. I hope they have a beautiful relationship. Maybe I'll do a reading for her one day. That'll be fun. Okay, let's get on with your blessing, with balance. What do you have with the blessing? I got a bunch that just flew out. I saw the King of Cups though, so King of Cups and balance. It could be an emotional balance going on. Ooh. I see a plane and the lights are red and blue. I like that. That's beginning and end, like red fish, blue fish. You know what I'm talking about? The red fish, do you guys realize it for a reason? The red and blue are the opposite ends of the color spectrum for a reason. It's like that. It's how you balance out colors. And green is right in the middle. There's some specific like cool reason for that right now. And I don't know. Especially with the Prism Tarot, it really gets me. Either ways. Balance. Balance, please. What's the blessing with balance? Wait, one more. What's the blessing with balance? Thank you so much. We had the King first, and now we got the Queen coming out. The Queen of Cups. So definitely an emotional balance. We also have the Six of Swords, so like definitely emotional, mental balance. So like finding a balance between like feeling and thinking, and not letting anything get in your energy, so it doesn't conflict with how you feel and think. Not letting that soil stay tended to by yourself, and letting that thing like. Letting your garden stay tended to very well without anyone coming in and messing it up. You know what I'm saying? I love gardening. If anyone came up and tried to mess up with my garden, that'd be probably a different story. And then you have the King of Swords. Wow, Six of Swords, King of Swords with Queen of Cups. This came out for someone else before too. So this is like definitely like with when it's specific like this with the Queen of Cups and the King of Swords, it's like. With the Queen of Cups, it's about the feminine aspect of that maturity, and just the sort of the internal part of your feeling, and so just like getting the heart, getting your heart in order. And with the King of Swords, it's more about like the external, with that mental maturity aspect. So it's like keeping your heart in order, and then making decisions clear cut, and like protecting. And King of Swords is also Aquarius energy, so maybe sort of detached a bit. Not detached, because it's a bit of a balance, so you're more so like clear-headed. And if you are detached, it's only from like the correct things that you need to be detached from. But what you are is you're clear-headed, and you're very well-spoken, and you explain how you're feeling. I think that's a good balance, for sure. You're taking care of your heart, and you're explaining how you feel in a clear way. Especially while you're going through some choppy waters, it seems, with maybe like a growth issue. And then also you have the Four of Swords, so you're healing. And so with the Four, that's definitely... you have the Two of Swords in your current, and your balance is with the Four of Swords. So it's like, maybe there was just a lot of decisions you had to make, and now you are sort of balancing it out. And you have to be, because you got success in the icon, baby. Let's see what that's about. Need some more for success, please. It was literally like not this dark when I came out here, right? Like, right? Oh, goddamn. Okay, so what do we have for success? We have the Page of Cups. We also have the Chariot. Hello. Oh my God, hello. And then we have the World. Jesus Christ. And then we have the Hierophant. The Page of Cups came out, and I was like, oh, we have the Page of Cups. And then all of a sudden we had like all these goddamn major arcana. This is pretty cool. Okay, so because there's a lot of information on here, let me just, the Page of Cups with success. So success in feeling like you have nurtured like your inner child, especially that emotional child, the part of the imagination, the part of you that feels inside, the part of you that is the most emotional, and you can like attribute to like the child in you. It's sort of like you're gonna have success in tending to that child inside of you. Or maybe a child, maybe you're having success in tending to, like maybe there's an issue with growth with a child, with your own child, and you're having success in tending to them. But then with the Chariot, the World, and the Hierophant, the Chariot moving forward, the World starting a new cycle, making new beginnings, completion, having learned lessons, and then the Hierophant making new commitments, making new foundations, making new rules for yourself, and for what you want. If I were to read these with numbers, I'd see with the 7 is about spirituality, 21's a 3 is about creation, birth. The 5 is about change, so creating something, birthing something, and birthing something off of your own philosophy and spirituality and your own ideas. And then altogether, what is that, like 28, 33, that's a 6. 6 is about balance and harmony. And 6 is also about the past. 6 is about, the reason why 6 is about harmony is because 6, in some senses, is about the past, the present, and the future, and how those all come in line together. How your present moment is made up of your past and your future, and how, like, even in your future, it's going to be your present. And how, like, time is weird, but it all balances out somehow. And that's why it's so magical. And that's why it's attributed to that. And I'm trying to figure out again why it's attributed to that 6. But either ways, with that 6, it could also be about like your childhood again, in your present moment, and what you want for your future. So that balance is like, that's why you're in that present moment thinking, I'm in my present moment. This has been my past. What I want for my future. And so if this is what I want for my future, am I going to live out the past, or am I going to look in the present and live out that, like, not, because most people are like, it's 0 to 100 people, because it's either I'm going to bring out my past and move it to the future, or I'm going to live in my future and it's never going to come to me because I'm controlling it so hard. You know what I'm saying? So you're in that energy where it's like, I'm going to live in my future and build it. I'm live in my present. I'm going to live in my present and build it right now, because this is my future right now. Even if my future is unwritten for a reason, because I'm writing it right now. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm feeling. And you're committing to yourself for sure, having learned lessons for sure. You probably have learned lessons that made you want to that make you feel whole and make you want to move forward somewhere. That's successful. That's amazing. That's amazing. We're going to move forward now. Because for a little bit once in my life, I'm not doing too absolute bad right now with timing. Okay. In your current, let me pull these top out. When you're current with movement, the Two of Swords, and Justice. Let's see what we got with that. I'm going to be doing from the lenormand to see. And I don't have the book for this. I didn't explain it. I'm so sorry. I'm trying to move like way too fast. But I didn't have, I don't have the book for this right now. I do have it. It's on my computer, like my phone. But I'm using my phone to film. And my computer is not in here. And I'm writing it down right now. I'm in the middle of that. But, so I'm just going off of a little bit of the, a little bit of a heart instead with this. But I know a bit of the meaning, so I'm sorry if I don't get any of this information right. If anyone knows this deck, is what I'm saying. But, the information is, you'll get what you need, I think. With movement and the Two of Swords and the Justice, we have the Snake, which is interesting. Snakes do move quite a lot. It's the Queen of Wands also. So movement. This could be internal. Maybe if you're not able to grow externally and move externally, you're growing internally for sure. Like you're bringing in exactly what you want, and it's sort of like magnetic. Sort of think of the way they move on. Trying to think of the way they move on like the ground, on that soil. They move around that soil. I don't know. I'm trying to think. What else do we have with movement? A couple. We have the Clouds, the King of Wands. So the Queen and the King of Wands. Wow. This could be about bringing two aspects of yourself together. So the Clouds are about a time of... Oh, is that... No way. It's a 6. Of course. I was just about to say the Clouds are about balance after a time of, like, chaos. So this could be after a time of chaos. But also, it's funny because that's a 6 card, and the Cloud and the 6 of Swords, which you have, are literally almost the same card, if you can see that. I'm sorry if you can't. I'm so sorry. But the Clouds and the 6 of Swords are almost the same card. It's about peace after some time of rough waters. And then you also have the woman. I believe this is the woman with the heart. So movement with the woman in the heart and the cloud. The Clouds and the Snake. I feel like having to escape some sort of a situation that might have just been chaotic, probably. And now you're just like reflecting on it. Reflecting on it in a peaceful sort of an atmosphere. Probably with yourself with that Virgo energy, you know what I'm saying? I feel it, I understand, I agree with it. It's a good space to be. Okay, so your challenge. Your challenge is growth. The Sun is about growth, so it could just be also like you really are having trouble growing. You maybe feel, maybe not. Okay. It doesn't feel like you're having an issue growing. It feels like you're reflecting, and that's just making you feel like you're not growing, but you are so much. And that's the thing. Like maybe if you don't have to see it for it to be, That's sort of what those songs Spirit and Intentional are about. It's like that feeling. Like that's why I kind of explained earlier, like the way the Virgo was like the dirt and the earth and like the water. It's like it doesn't have to be physical for it to be work, It can be emotional, it can be work. And that's something that probably isn't seen a lot too. That's really important. The emotional work is so important. So with growth, we have the Scythe and we have Time. Ooh, so I'm feeling like definitely like the end to some sort of an era in your life where like you thought a certain kind of way, you felt you operated a certain kind of way. And it's just an end to that kind of a time where the challenge is growth because you are growing. And so that's the challenging thing. That's why it's so challenging, because you're aware that you're growing, and that awareness, and then that having to go within, that's a whole lot of work. And if anyone knows about work, it's Virgo, and that's a great thing. That's so powerful. Okay. Your blessing was balance with the Queen of Cups, 4 of Swords, 6 of Swords. 4 of Swords, 6 of Swords is 10, so that's another 10 of Swords. That's another 10. That's 3 10s. This is major completion for sure. Major completion. Let's see what we got with that. Major completion and balance. Wow, we have the Sun. Ace of Pentacles. So some sort of an opportunity, some sort of clarity, some sort of freedom. 31 is also a 4. Some sort of stability. Stability and structure. Maybe structuring your mind, maybe structuring your heart. And with that Ace of Pentacles, that could be, like I said, like a fresh opportunity, like some fresh soil to go and rest yourself on, you know? Oh, that sounds so nice. No, that sounds so nice. Like some fresh, like sort of a camping trip, but just some fresh soil to rest on, you know? Like in a tent and on whatever you want to lay on. You can lay on the dirt too if you want to. Like, I'm down with that too. So it's just like, wow, that's nice. Okay, anything else with that real quick? Anything else with the balance in the blessing? Hi. What? Maybe. Is there another card down here? Holy hell. Well, magic. Okay, so we have 38, the bridge. And I don't know if this came out for the other one or if this came out just right now, so I'm gonna take it for this right now. The bridge in the blessing, and we have the stork. Wow. So with the bridge and the stork, I know storks can fly, so they don't need bridges, but it still feels like something's being brought to you. Some level of balance is being brought to you. Some fresh. It's like almost like a fresh new earth for you. Like some sort of like. Have you ever played like a game where like it's just like it's like an open a sandbox? And what I mean by sandbox is just like, I don't know if you ever played a game like that where think about like, I don't know, Minecraft, or think about like something where it's like other games like Terraria, but I'm thinking more like 3D-ish where you like, you know, it's like real life. So it's like you just get this big, basically what I'm saying is you just get this big, fresh, plain like ground, and it's just like open for creation just for you. That is such a nice feeling. But like, you don't have to go and create immediately. You can go make something maybe to rest in, and then you can do whatever you want with that space. You know what I'm saying? So with the stork and the bridge, it's like something is being birthed. Something new. I see a tree here, so maybe some sort of a new ancestry. Maybe you're like the first line of something. Maybe some sort of like healing within like your family, or so first line of just like doing something within your family. And with the bridge, it's connecting you to more abundance. It's connecting you to the people that with the castle. It's like it's connecting you to like the home that you belong to, you know, and it's connecting you to the people that you really should be connected to. And I think it's awesome. What do I see? 38 is 11, and the 17 is 8, so 8 and 2 is a 10, so completion. And completion and then a new beginning. This is a fresh beginning for you guys. This is sick. That's sick. Got the ring underneath. Ooh. Sexy. Virgo. What you got going on? What do we have with success? What do we have with success in the outcome? Okay, we got the well. That's 41. It's about wish. I hope you do not fall in the cracks. I hate when it does that. No way. Well, Virgo, stand by. Okay, here's what I'm gonna do, because I am so sorry. That card fell in the cracks. And I guarantee Spirit will let the message come out. Even if not, I will do my best to either upload another part, or hell no, that's probably a lot too much. But I don't care, or because I can't. Because if I were to find this, I have to like stop this and then upload a part 2. It's gonna be so much work. I don't know if you even understand. Like, And that card's like stuck. It's like gone. Like if I were trying to get it, it would just, the flow wouldn't be. So I'm just going to get it and then show it to you later. Let's pull one more, because maybe that just wasn't the card for us too. Maybe this wasn't the card. I'll let that shit go. Success. Okay. So we got the house, which is number 4, the King of Cups, success in like your heart. And the well is also a water thing too, like the making wishes. So like your heart's wishes, your heart's desires, what you want, what you're looking for, what you're wishing for. And the 4 with that structure, again, that stability is like the stability you're wishing for. And then the well is a 5. So that's about yourself. 5s can be about change too, but 5s are about the self, like knowing yourself. Like no, the reason why they're about change is because usually when you get to know yourself, that's why you start to change. That's why 4s are about the stability. You get structured. 5, you really know yourself because you're so structured that you realize that something has to change. And then 6 comes into another balance where like things balance out a little better. So that's why 5s are a little about the self. So you're wishing something about yourself that you're wishing for, and something about structure and about the home. I see a lot, like the home life. You're going to have success in because you wished for it and you prayed for it and you didn't stop like working and believing in it. And then you also have the letter, so some information coming in, success and some info, some info is coming to you, whether an email, a text, a Snapchat, a TikTok DM, I don't know, something's coming into you. And yo, that's a 27, which is a 9. So something coming full circle. So maybe an information about something that it's been taking a long time, or something that you have been waiting to find out, something that you wanting to know. Let me get one more. What is this letter about with the success? Because with the letter in the home, it could be also like a genuine letter coming to your home. What's the letter about? Don't fall in the crack. 12, the owl. 7 of Pentacles. The owls are about information. So this is information, and they're not going to tell me exactly what it is. That's hilarious, because the owls are literally just about communication and information. So there is communication, they're saying, but not exactly going to tell you what it is. Not me, because I wish I could tell you what it is, but I'm not going to pull and be rude. So information, and the owls are about swift. So this could be coming in fast. Wow, I'm like, ooh, this is coming fast. I'm literally about to start fanning myself. So it could be hot too. It could be hot communication. This is 4242 on the counter too. That's the number of the universe. So this is hot. Oh my God, Virgo. Virgo is sexy, and it's coming out. Okay, I'm not gonna pull one more, but this one's sticking out. So like it's 2 actually. The man with the heart in the book. Holy. Bro, the only reason why I said it like is because it gets the Ace of Cups and the 10 of Pentacles, and you got the 10 of Pentacles at the start, pretty much the start of your spread with that clarification. And also, I don't know, that's just the man with the heart. It looks like because you are the woman. Yes, you are. And it did come out. Yes, it did. Okay, look at you. Oh my God! And if I put her just right next to the book, who and what are y'all looking at? Can you see that? Who and what are y'all looking at? Because if y'all are the woman with the heart, that's the woman with the sword. So she's the woman with the mind, the thought. So you're thinking. I kept saying heart, but there could be heart energy for sure, because there is a balance. Of course. So either way, no matter the heart or the sword or the thought, putting them together, if you're balanced, you're a woman. They're just of the archetype. You don't have to be a woman, of course. You're just thinking about this of the archetype with the cards. You're a person. This is a person. This is a book, and also this book is a 10 of Pentacles. 10 of Pentacles is about like because it's the Pentacles, so it's like here on Earth, and the 10 is a full, like we just got a bunch of 10s. It's about the completion. The 10 of Pentacles is about like your family life. It's almost like also like, you know, retirement. It's like what you want at the end of like the complete like time on this earth. You know what I'm saying? And so basically, you and someone else are looking at each other with this book and this information, and like because with books you about like you can write down your plans and ideas and your thoughts. You write down a book to think about yourself. Right, you write down in a book to think about yourself, and Virgos write a lot with that whole like thinking and being to the self, right? And the Virgo is about like, you know, in the self. So think about it like this way. I told you 5s are about self. So when you and another person are maybe in a 5 energy, maybe before you bounce yourself out, you're in a 5 energy. You come and bring those 2 5s, like 5 of Pentacles. You come and bring those 2 5 of Pentacles together. You both now have a plan for a 10 of Pentacles. You both bring your self ideas together. You now have a cohesive plan. What is going on? I was not like, I was in here thinking about telling y'all how to love yourselves, first of all, and I didn't think that we get into like something little this spicy. So whoever y'all are looking at, and now I move the cards around like y'all not looking at them. So like now that I said this, y'all getting a little like, maybe a little bashful. So, because like I literally am looking at them now, like the cards are being held like they're still looking at the plan and the idea. They got the plan in mind, but this is how they look now. They ain't even looking at each other. They thinking about each other though. They thinking about each other, and he feeling about her. So like, of course, don't just take the like you. If you are a man and man, woman and woman, or any other non specified. I'm saying this wrong because I'm speaking off the bat. It's not because I don't know, and I'm trying my best not to sound like ignorant. But I don't know. Basically, because I'm losing my train of thought because that happens a lot. I don't know. There's something you're looking at, and it's a little spicy. It's a little interesting. I like it. I like it. That's successful, and it's in the success spot. That's crazy. I'm gonna send you guys out with one more Lenormand for some advice. And then I'll say goodbye to you guys until next time. It's really fun with you guys. It was, oh my god, really fun. Really fun. We've got 40, the mask drama, so another 4. The mask drama. So structuring your life, structuring the presentation, kind of what we were talking about in the beginning. So back to the beginning, coming full circle again. And you got full circle with that world card. I don't know if you remember that. It's really interesting. Something about full circle right now. So sorry, you probably can't see these. So 4 with this. This is about structuring your presentation, staying away from drama. Oh, and then you also had a few upright. You had the tree. This is the tree of life. You have the child, and you have the key in the cage. The tree of life, the child, and the key in the cage. Holy shit! That's literally like you and your inner child, and your ancestry, and you unlocking that cage for that child. Like going back in your cage, not your cage. Sorry, going back in your past and balancing that out by taking whatever has locked that child in and unlocking it for them. That's amazing. And maybe there was a bit of drama in your childhood, and you are unlocking that by realizing that that is not your mess. That Virgo, if there's anything about Virgo, is that they keep it clean. Like, of course, because there's balance in everybody, you keep it clean because you understand that you can probably get pretty messy. But that's probably not the mess that you want. And that's definitely not the mess you want. You want to live in a family that you build, you create of peace and of your own, beliefs and of your own thoughts and things that just, I feel like there's maybe like just a bit of, like, I don't know what I'm feeling, like just a sort of like control in the childhood where it's just like, it was just like, it wasn't what you envisioned, and it wasn't like terrible. Maybe it was terrible. It's just, there's many different ways it could have gone, but it's just like, it's not what you want to build. You're gonna build what you want to build. All right. So wow, we've been here for a minute, and I do this all the time. That was gracious of me. All right. So thank you so much for watching. I hope that helped at all. I'm sorry if it was long. I really meant to do that not that long, but I hope you guys appreciate it. And I'll see you guys next time. Let me get out of here for it's too long. Have fun. And I got a 6. Damn. Well, oh well. If you want to, please definitely go watch any other video on this channel. I would really appreciate it. Or if you want, YouTube is a fun place. Go find some stuff to watch. Go have a ball. All right. See you guys later. Have a good one. Bye.